I sent a reply and decided to keep searching for the pin with Sousa just a bit longer. Time is quickly running out. Is there anything more that we can do? You're not gonna check out... Yeah, okay, you're not gonna head over to Daru? So leaving him, but the roof of Radicon is still hotter than hell. When I provide Daru with a refreshing gift of Dr. B, a frown appears on his sweaty face.
You're supposed to give me an ice-cold, zero-calorie cola. Common sense, man.
I forgot he's a cola guy. No sense letting it go to waste, I drank the Dr. B myself. Daru and Sousa start discussing the time machine. Mayuri and I watch from a short distance away.
Hey, Ocarine, isn't it amazing that the sound was a time machine?
Yeah, I guess so. But the Titor's time machine was a car, a 1970 Chevy. Never occurred to me to suspect the satellite. I should know better than to take everything for granted. In retrospect, satellite was suspicious from the start. Not only had it appeared from out of nowhere, but Titor only started posting afterwards. Disappointed in myself for not realizing the connection.
I'm glad Sousa-san wasn't here in the crash.
I was talking about... I thought it was anything like a crash. Probably just appeared there, displacing the wall, which then collapsed around it. After all, a time machine isn't self-propelled, doesn't fly.
I heard it's really hard to drive.
Yeah, setting coordinates sounds... weird. Guess you heard that from Sousa, huh?
If the gravitational whatchamacallit coordinates are just a teensy bit off, then the whole time machine becomes a jellyman and goes poop. And she's even said her time machine's unstable since it's not a CERN model. I'm worried about her chip to 1975. Do you think I should go with her? I wonder if I'd fit.
Ah, no! Whoa, What would you do in 1975?
I'd cheer Susanna, of course. I'd hold her hand super tight, tell her that everything's gonna be okay.
Something tells me that won't be much help. Well, no, I think that would be pretty helpful, but I don't think you'd fit in there.
Hey, Ocarine, you think time machine has a name?
A name? That's the least of what I want to know about the time machine. Time permitting, I'd like to spend a whole day picking Susan's brain. I'm pretty sure John Titor's time machine had a model number. The John Titor from 2000 might not have been Sousa. There was no John Titor in 2000 on this world line after all. Although, I suppose it's possible that Sousa will drop by 2000 after traveling to 1975. If you want to know, just ask Titor.
Oh yeah, Maishi didn't think that.
Mayuri giggles and runs off to talk to Sousa, huh? She comes back quickly.
Yup, it has a name.
What is it?
FG204, something, she said.
Something.
Anyway, don't you think Daru-kun and Sousa-san are a good match?
Huh? Mayuri's jumbling all over the place today. What are you talking about, Mayuri? Look at Daru and Sousa again. How do you figure? Daru's all about fairies, you know.
Oh, really?
She tilts her head to the side. Good grief. Jesus, Mayuri. Mayuri and I don't have any issue. I'd prefer to leave Daru and Sousa to it and resume the search for Sousa's father, but Mayuri seems happy just sitting here. Whenever he leaves on the pin or its owner. Maybe 2 days just aren't enough. No, let's quitters talk. Like I told Sousa, I don't want to give up. Besides, even if we don't get the information we need this time, I can use the time loop machine to repeat these 2 days until we do. Oh yeah, Mayuri, what happened to your costumes? There's only a few more days until Kamima. I remember Mayuri pulling all-nighters to get her costume done. Has that changed?
Huh? I already made 2 costumes, one for Kaede-chan and one for Fuuki-chan.
Weren't you making a third one for Lukako?
Yeah, I was, but I couldn't convince her, so I gave up this time. Hey, can I usually take a closer look at the time machine?
Just don't get in the way.
Okie dokie.
Mayuri beams happily, then runs over to the time machine. She's acting like this is a field trip. Behind her, the sun glows dark and orange on the horizon. It's quite a view from up here. After a few minutes of watching the sunset in silence, I realized Sousa is standing beside me. She must have come as Mayuri left. Our shadows are long and murky. 50% CG achievement? I only got 50% of them? I guess a lot of the CG probably is the endings.
Hashidi Taro is amazing. He said if things go well, he could have the time machine fixed by tomorrow.
He's a man who gets things done.
And he looks so unhealthy and slow.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, really not.
Yeah, I have a better impression of him now. Hey. There's something I want to say, and I feel like I'll never get another chance.
Why so melodramatic?
I'm really grateful to you. All of you. When I came to this time, I didn't know anyone. I was all alone in a world completely different from my own. This air is so peaceful. That's a wonderful thing, but it scared me. All I knew was the fight against SERN. But now I have friends, real friends, so I can share my secrets with. All these people who lived before I was born are working so hard for my sake. It's a strange feeling, but a happy one too. I wanted you to know that.
Suzuha's tone is wistful. Why? Try to speak, but she continues before I can.
Living with you guys at this time, it's been really fun. When I met you, you're all so strange and unique and over the top. I was kind of shocked at first, honestly. But before I knew it, I started to enjoy spending time with you. 2036 is peaceful too. People don't even fight anymore. Did you know that?
How could I? I'm not even alive in 2036, right?
Oh, right, sorry. Anyway, people don't fight ever. About anything. All forms of conflict, war included, have vanished. Poof, without a trace. Instead, everyone has dead eyes, like fish. No one has ambition, nobody dreams. They just trudge through their lives with a single complaint. Oh, sure, people smile, but they never get angry or sad. There's no individuality. Everyone's a robot. You got really mad at me before, remember? I was really surprised, but at the same time, I was really happy.
You're a strange girl.
I guess so.
Suzuha looks at the time machine. Dar and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or other.
You're all so bright full of life. I envy you. Shina Mayuri, Hashira Itaru, even Makise Kurisu, and of course you.
Don't be ridiculous, Amane Suzuha. There's nothing enviable about me. I'm worthless. Can't even save Mayuri. Jeez, you're so pessimistic, man. I mean, I know, I understand. I've been through your shoes. I've been in your shoes right now, okay? I understand the issues that you were having. Why did I pull this out?
I want to be more like you.
If you ask me, you're the amazing one.
I'm happy to hear you say that. It's all thanks to you that I'm all gonna... It's all thanks to all of you that I'm still going strong. Being a lab mem, even just for a little while, was great.
She smiles, then a soft, sad smile that tears my heart. What does it mean?
Being with you guys, even for just a little while, was great.
Suzuha?
Change the future, according to them. Make it a world like this one, where people can be free.
Hey, come on, why are you being so sentimental? Does she not want to go to 1975? But I mean, she's got a time machine, so can't she just come back afterwards? Avis, I think I realized how wrong I am. Of course. When Suzuha completes her mission and brings us the Advent 1500, the world line will change. The future will be rewritten, and the 2036 she knows will cease to exist. You hear her describe it, the future is an awful place. Even so is her home. She has friends there, I'm sure, comrades in arms, and memories of her father, John Titor. All of that will be lost to her forever. No wonder she's getting sentimental. After we fix the time machine, let's have a party.
Thanks.
And yet she's still smiling that sorrowful smile. Wonder why. Afterwards, I hit the streets again and searched for the pin. But the day ended up without a single lead, so I reluctantly returned to the lab and tried searching the internet. 12 hours later, still no luck. So far I've accomplished absolutely nothing. My frustration is mounting. Good time to begin, but will that really help us find Suzuha's father? Unfamiliar number. Who is it? It's me.
Hi, Mr. Okabe.
Hey, the voice is heavily accented. I can barely make it out. Who is this guy? SERN! I turned to my feet and scanned the room, then run to the window and check the road below. No suspicious figures in sight. Cursor comes out of the development room and gives me a questioning look, but I wave her back inside.
SERN? What is that?
Hope I carefully choose my words. Identify yourself.
You, one more afternoon, came to me, our factory, make inquiry and told me your telephone number, you know?
What are you saying? No, wait. I've heard this broken Japanese before. There's strange Japanese filters through my brain, connecting synapses. That's right, it's that foreign street vendor I met this afternoon in Akiba. Identified! Nice to meet you! Oh, you're welcome! I do custom work. Yesterday, guests come here, I remember. That guest had please make pin badge same one you had. I don't quite get what he's saying, but he seems really excited about it. I'll head there right now. I go to the same spot as before. Although the stand is already closed, the Westerner is waiting for me. Oh, Okabe! Hello! Where did that guest of yours go? Client come here was yesterday's time. Blue-eyed white man shrugs his shoulders. So it was yesterday. Contact me because he remembered. What's his contact info? His name is address. Poison! Guest just for simulation. Private information. Have nothing. So last night, someone came by wanting to make metal pins with the same design as Suzuha's. They died of poisoning? Guess was just a simulation, so there's no private information. I'm not following. Japanese, very studious and wanting private information. Became nervous and insidious, yes? That doesn't help. If guest had gave name or telephone number, however, no leak, this is business. Oh, so if he had given you the name or the address, he wouldn't be able to tell us. My cheek suddenly weighs down my shoulders. I don't understand a word he's saying anymore. Head is full of question marks. In hindsight, I should have brought courtesy to speak English for me. Guess I'll just have to wing it. What did your customer look like? Man? Woman? Well, so young or so middle. Japanese have young face, so just by look no understand. Anything else?
Maybe a judo fighter or pro wrestler.
What? Judo? Pro wrestler? What do you mean by that?
Yes!
What? That wasn't just no...
What the hell do you mean? Balloon! Why is balloon?
What? Judo? Pro wrestling?
Good! No, not good! Are you trying to confuse me?
I want to ask him a question, but the foreigner suddenly sees a policeman walking by and runs off. I start chasing him, but decide against it to avoid police attention. Give up. Search is at a dead end, and we have barely any time left to find Barrel Titor. We got time leap again starting at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Looks like all I can do is wait till Christina's done working, then leap to the time this suspicious character appears at the stand. Cursor carefully connects the 2 cords she's holding.
Done.
Time the machine is complete. It's 2:30 p.m. on the 13th, about 20 minutes later than before. Damn it, how did you do worse? Cursor walks into the lounge with a satisfied look on her face. It's just her and me and Susan in the lab. Had Dara and Mayuri head to Radicon, ostensibly to work on the time machine.
So that's the time machine.
Susan gazed at the now complete machine in awe. But explained to her how time leaping works. It's as different as can be from Susan's time machine, which can physically displace actual bodies.
It makes you remember the future, right? That's pretty interesting.
Susan crossed her hands behind her back and looks up at the ceiling.
Intuition, sixth sense, deja vu. Wonder if those things are actually you recalling future memories. Some of CERN's researchers in my time came up with the theory that memories are a way of sharing information across world lines. Maybe it's similar to that. I just wish we knew more about Okabe reading. I just wish we knew more about Okabe's reading Steiner thing. Is it unique to Okabe? Or does everyone have the potential for it, and Okabe's is stronger by coincidence?
One thing's for certain, my consciousness leaps to the past along with my memories.
I still don't understand why that is. It'd make more sense if you experience a change in the present, like you do when we send an email. Does your consciousness depend on your memories? The problem is that consciousness doesn't have a form that we can see. Same goes for the soul. Those things are still in the realm of religion. Even in 2036, the existence of the soul hasn't been proven. Nobody's proven what forms consciousness either. I see. That's a little disappointing.
Sending my consciousness back has let me change some future events with more precision than email, but other events are locked in by convergence. I could change the method of Mayuri's death, but never the fact that she dies.
That's not how it works. Future's always determined.
Then why does the path there change?
Because the world line changes. When you leap into the past and take different actions from before, divergence changes, if only a little bit. In most cases, that fluctuating will amount to more than 0.00001% of the divergence meter. small changes might not register at all. When you change the cause, the effect merely shifts to a separate, already existing world line, right? Since those two world lines are almost exactly the same, you barely feel any difference, so you gotta make big splashes in the water to make some waves. So is that why reading Saturn didn't react? It's not like the previous world line disappears, it keeps existing as another possible world line. That's the many worlds interpretation, right? In any case, they're not parallel worlds. So is the future reconstructed? I guess you could say that. I'm confused again. Maybe it's impossible for me to fully understand the structure of the universe. Anyway, that's enough discussion. It's time for me to leap again. Explain the situation to Kurisu and have her activate the time of the machine immediately. Oh! Okay, I see. Well. Here we go again. We're going 2 days in the past. A little less. Okay, no, we're going 2 days in the past. It's the night of the 11th. Went back about 40 hours. The objective was to keep watching the street vendors' stands and hope that Suzu's father might appear. Since Suzu's elsewhere, didn't want her to be disappointed if I come up empty-handed. Standing out of sight, a short distance away from the stand, munching on energy bars and soy milk to appease my growing stomach. My growling stomach. I've already been here for 2 hours. I forgot to ask for the exact time the suspicious character appeared, so I had to begin my stakeout before sunset. Now it's 8 p.m. and the stand looks like it's about to close. This is another waste of time? Did that foreigner give me false information? Just I'm finishing my milk? Someone approaches the stand. What's that? Jump out of cover. Daru!
Oh, get in!
Daru jumps in surprise. But I'm the one who's really shocked here. What are you doing here?
Who's gonna ask the same question?
Doorkeepers look at us funny, so we decided to change locations. Alright, Daru. What are you doing at the street stand? Don't tell me you were trying to counterfeit duplicates of Titor's pin.
Fine, I won't tell you then.
That's what happened. Daru was the suspicious character the foreigner told me about. So that's about judo, pro wrestling, and balloons. I was referring to Daru's size? Could he have been more confusing? Dang, it was all for nothing. Good thing I didn't bring Suzu along. So why were we trying to make counterfeit versions of the pin?
Oh, I wasn't trying to counterfeit it.
Close enough.
Well, I meant it as a backup plan, I guess. She's gonna be sad if we don't find her old man, right? So if that happens, I'll show her the badges I made and, well, lie that her dad was here.
So you'll give her false hope.
You don't have to put it like that. Remember, there are good lies and bad lies. Bad lies hurt people, good lies save them.
What arrow gay did you get that from? Clanad! You got that from Clanad? That's an arrow J? What?
And it's not an AOJ, it's a visual novel that teaches you the meaning of life, so shut up, dude!
Daru! They got alien faces, man! I mean, Nai is approaching, you know...
So... should I call off Operation Fake Titor?
Do you really think that will make Suzu happy? Daru's expression suddenly turns sad.
Well, Manaji told me not to tell anyone, but... I guess I'd better tell you.
He's got a big mouth as usual. Still, he seems dead serious, I better hear him out.
I heard from Manashi when we were discussing the repairs. Her time machine can only leap to the past.
What? First, I don't understand what he means. Nonsense. Titor's time machine could travel both ways.
Did you actually see it?
Well, no.
Besides, when you say Titor, you mean the one who appeared in 2000, don't you? I don't know anything about that Titor.
That's right. Titor I know and Suzu aren't necessarily the same person. Although the time machines are similar, there are significant differences. For example, one looks like a Chevy, the other looks like a satellite. So, wait.
When she leaves, she can't come back.
You're saying that if she goes to 1975, she can't return to 2010?
Not without living 35 years in real time.
Is he serious? Does that mean Suzuha's time machine can never return to 2036?
Didn't I just say that?
That is defective!
Right. She said the time machine was incomplete.
Incomplete! Incomplete!
According to Amanashi, her old man built it in secret by reverse engineering CERN technology. But CERN killed it before he could complete it. Amanashi insists that it's fine as long as she can leap to the past, but...
Are you sure about this?
She says so herself. I don't think she was lying. So if she doesn't meet her old man before the time machine is repaired, she might never get another chance.
So that's why he was trying to make a copy of that pin. As evidence that Suzuha's father was here. But making a fake version of her father's pin isn't going to solve anything. A lie is a lie.
What if we don't get caught?
We've done our silent massage my temples. I need to think. What difference does it make? True, Suzuha might be sad about missing her father, but that's none of my business. My top priority is Mayuri's safety. That's right. I must let my emotions control me. I need to be more rational, more logical. It's a Japanese proverb. He who pursues two hares will catch neither. However, the sad smile on Suzuha's face. Now I understand what it meant. I feel something tighten deep within my chest. Next day, as night falls, I summon all lab members to except Kurisu to Nadikan. Why? Why? Oh, right. She has to make the dilution, of course. It's boiling hot on the rooftop, even in the evening. When I provide Dara with a refreshing gift of cola, his sweaty face lights up.
Whoa, Green! Ice cold, 0-calorie cola. How thoughtful of you.
Yeah, I got it right this time. Dara happily takes the cola and chugs it straight from the bottle. Afterwards, Dara and Suzuha start discussing the time machine. Mayuri and I watch from a short distance away.
Hey, Okarin, isn't it amazing that satellite was a time machine?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm glad Suzuha wasn't here in the crash. I heard it's really hard to drive. If the gravitational whatchamacallit coordinates are just a teensy bit off, then the whole time machine becomes a jellyman and goes ploop. And she even said her time machine's unstable since it's not a CERN model. I'm worried about her trip to 975. Do you think I should go with her? I wonder if I'd fit.
Oh, yeah, if you went with her, there'd be no coming back. What would you do in 1975?
I'd cheer Suzuha-san on, of course. I'd hold her hand super tight and tell her that everything's gonna be okay. Hey, Okarin, do you think the time machine has a name?
If you want to know, just ask Titor.
Oh yeah, maybe she didn't think of that.
Mayuri giggles and runs off to talk to Suzuha. She returns a few seconds later.
Yep, it has a name. FG204 something she said. Anyway, don't you think Dara-kun and Suzuha-san are a good match?
Look at Dara and Suzuha again. Dara is all about fairies.
Oh, really?
She tilts her head to the side.
Hey, can Mayuri take a closer look at the time machine?
I nod and Mayuri runs over to the time machine again. Behind her, the sun glows dark and orange on the horizon. As Mayuri leaves, Suzuha comes over to the stand beside me. My shadows are long and murky in the fading light.
Hashide Tada's amazing. He said if things go well, he could have the time machine fixed by tomorrow. And he looks so unhealthy and slow.
A refreshing breeze blows by. It's quite hot a few minutes ago. Temperature is finally starting to drop.
Hey. There's something I want to say, and I feel like I'll never get another chance.
You've already said it.
Are you listening?
After a moment's hesitation, I give a little nod.
I'm really grateful to you, all of you. When I came to this time, I didn't know anyone. I was all alone in a world completely different from my own. And this era is so peaceful. That's a wonderful thing, but it scared me. All I knew was to fight against CERN. But now you're friends, real friends, who I can share my secrets with. All these people who lived before I was born are working so hard for my sake. It's a strange feeling, but a happy one too. I I want you to know that.
Heard these words before. Just like last time, her tone is wistful.
Her time machine can only leap to the past.
And she doesn't remember, obviously, us getting angry at her. Truth I heard from Dara plays in my head in an endless refrain.
Living with you guys this time, it's been really fun. When I met you, you're all so strange and unique and over the top. I was kind of shocked at first, actually. But before I knew it, I started to enjoy spending time with you. 2036 is people too. People don't even fight anymore. Did you know that?
Shake my head.
Anyway, people don't fight, ever, about anything. All forms of conflict, war included, have vanished, poof, without a trace. Instead, everyone has dead eyes, like fish. No one has ambition, no one dreams, they just trudge through their lives without a single complaint. Oh, sure, people smile, but they never get angry or sad. There's no individuality, everyone's a robot.
You got...
You got really mad at me before, remember?
No! I don't, because that didn't happen!
I was really surprised, but at the same time, I was really happy.
That did not happen, Suzuha. So it looks at the time machine. It didn't happen, right? No, I never... Okabe never went to the guy. We never went to the foreigner and did our broken English stuff, and she never talked to us about that. That never happened. Suzuha looks at the time machine. Dara and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or other.
You're also brand full of life. I envy you. Shina Mayuri, Hashida Itaru, even Makase Kurisu, and of course you. I want to be more like you. It's thanks to all of you that I'm still going strong. Being a lab mem, even for just a little, was great.
She smiles, then a soft, sad smile that tears at my heart. This time I know what that smile means.
Being with you guys, even for just a little while, was great.
Suzuha obviously knew from the beginning that if she traveled to 1975, she could never return.
Change the future, Okabe Tadao. Make it a world like this one, where people can be free.
First time I heard her speak these words, thought she was sentimental because she couldn't return to her original 2036. I was wrong. Wait about 2036. She can't even return to here, 2010. Now without living 35 years. She'll be 54 when 2010 comes around. The present us and the present Suzuha can never meet again. Suzuha chose this mission. To change the future to save Mayuri. Unless Suzuha travels to 1975, Mayuri will die. But then, what about Suzuha herself? When she leaves in 1975, she'll have to sacrifice everything she has here. How does she feel about that? Do you...
Huh?
Do you regret spending time with us?
What do you mean?
Do you regret making new friends here? New memories? Do you wish you had kept your distance? You've already abandoned one life, now you have to abandon another. In a sense, it's like you're killing yourself.
Did Hashida Itaru tell you?
Suzuha frowns. He's worried about you.
Jeez, I told him not to tell anybody.
Well, how do you feel about going to 1975?
It doesn't matter how I feel.
Suzuha's expression suddenly hardens.
I have to go. It's the path I chose. It's what my dad wanted.
What if we ask you to stay?
I'll go anyway. One of those guys on that channel asked what right I have to change the future and decide the fate of the human race. He had a point. But still, I don't want the future to turn out like that. I want the people in my time to be free like you. Free to laugh and play, fight and argue, get sad and cry. If I change the future, then no one will die. Not you, not Shina Mayuri, not my dad. Maybe I don't have the right, but I'm going anyway.
Even if you can never return?
Aw, come on. 70s aren't a bad time, you know? I'll find friends there just like you guys. We'll have a blast.
Just like that, Suzuha is back to her usual self. Despite her cheerful smile, I'm certain that her resolve was forged from fear and doubt, the likes of which few can imagine. I was a fool to think that my words could swear. Yeah. Beneath the clear blue sky, the time machine comes to life. Dara's repairs are complete. Myra and I help drain the last of the water out of the cockpit. The machine's still stuck in Naughtycon's wall, but that's a small matter. Daru gazes at the time machine with a satisfied expression. Mayuri is jumping for joy, and Kurisu, who ran over as soon as she completed the time loop machine, is visibly relieved. Meanwhile, Susa is struggling to attach her mountain bike to the time machine's exterior. She likes it so much, she wants to bring it with her to 1975. Kurisu is worried that it might cause a time paradox. My heart is still heavy. Should I let Susa leave like this? Chided myself with a thought. It's not my choice to make. Susa isn't from this time. If she doesn't want to stay, I have no reason to keep her from leaving. Susa finishes securing her bicycle and turns to us with a soft smile. It's not the painful forced smile I saw yesterday. If we don't perform our startup test, activating the time machine would draw too much attention. So we're just gonna wing it. Fortunately, we have the time loop machine for insurance. And the regret is that we couldn't find her father.
Thanks, guys. Really. I can't thank you enough. Don't forget about us.
If you want to thank me, let's make out. Ah, yeah.
Control yourself, Perv. Lab Mems pat Susan on the shoulder and offer words of encouragement, each in his own or her own way.
Oh, right. Take this.
So offers me her father's pin. OSHM **A7010. In the end, we couldn't decipher the description.
This is for you, Okabe Nintendo. Keep it in the lab, will you? Somewhere out of sight is fine.
Susa, huh? Is she regretting her decision to leave? Is this pin meant to be proof that Amane Susa was here with us in this time?
About the pin.
Daru hesitates for a moment, then steps forward.
Why don't we make duplicates for all lemons? Make it our symbol, I guess.
Wow, that's a great idea. How unusually thoughtful of you. I don't know what to say.
We already took a picture of it, so keep your pin. Amane Shi, it belonged to your dad, right?
Yeah, okay.
I stay silent. There's nothing I could say. I could stop Susa from leaving if I tried, but unless she goes, I can't save Mayuri.
Okay, everyone. Mayushi has an important announcement to make.
Mayuri suddenly raises her hands and calls for attention. As usual, she completely fails to sense the gravity of the situation. I suppose it's our fault for not telling the truth about Susa's time machine. And in case she has my attention, what could her announcement be? Could Mayuri have found out that she's fated to die? Quickly glance at Kurisu, but she seems just as confused as I am. I don't think she'd be happy about that. What is it?
Actually, Mayushi just found Suzu-san's dad.
What? Huh?
What?
Really?
Mayuri puffs out her chest proudly.
Want to meet him? You do, don't you? Well, he's here with us today.
Where? Everyone, including me, starts looking around. Mayuri has us hook, line, and sinker. I scan the empty event hall, but there's no one else here. Where could he be?
Let me introduce you. Suzu-san's dad is... Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Is that a drum roll?
Ta-da! Suzu-san's dad is...
Mayuri flashes Susa a grin.
Daru-kun!
She thrusts a finger at Daru. Our mouths drop. After awkward silence comes awkward laughter.
That joke's not even logical. It's impossible for this perv to get married in the first place.
Hey, that kinda hurts.
I completely agree with Christina. Daru's fated to become a wizard when he turns 30.
You could be nice about it, guys. I mean, it's the truth, I can't object.
Daru falls to his hands and knees, devastated. As for Susa herself, she clearly doesn't know how to react.
You know, my dad wasn't fat. Jeez, you also mean to Daru-kun.
Mayushi is the only one to stand up for me. You're an angel, Mayushi. Do you love me?
Nope.
Harsh.
Mayushi's 100%...
Sorry.
Mayushi's 100,000,000% sure that Daru-kun is Susa's dad. Oh, Okay, what's your proof? I was thinking about the letters on Susa's pin. After staring at it really hard, I noticed the 7 in 7010 looked a little weird. It's not a 7, it's a 2. The line fell off the bottom. But, really?
Yeah, that makes sense. Susa stares at the inscription of the pin again.
It's so small I can't tell. It's easy to see on the picture we took. 2010, but that's this year.
Then what do the letters mean? OSHM *** A 7010. That's what's inscribed in the pin.
That's easy. Okabe, Shina, Hashida, Makise, and finally, Amane.
Whoa.
It was right in front of us all along. We just didn't know where to look.
It's our initials?
So I was thinking, why 2010? And then I remembered it's the year of the lab mems.
The year of the lab mems.
The Future Gadget Laboratory was founded this year. So that's what it is. And you know, Susa-san has a lot of stories about future Okuni and future Christian, but not a single story about Daru-kun, right?
There weren't any about Mayushi either.
Daru's observation startles me. It's an obvious thing to wonder about, but it strikes too close to home.
Well, Mayushi's lab mem, but I can't make time machines, and I don't like fighting. Of course I'm not famous.
No, the reason they're interested about Makashi or Mayuri is because she dies in a few hours. Only Kurisu, Susa, and I know that, and we say nothing. But she's right.
But Daru-kun's a super hacker, and Okuni's right arm. He even helped Okuni make Phony-chan, so they restrained Suzanne to know him. So you're saying he used a different name? Battle Titor-san helped Okuni found the resistance, right? And he was in Akiba in 2010. And he was able to build his own time machine. And he knew about Okunin's reading spaghetti.
Reading Steiner.
He knew about it. Doesn't that fit Daru-kun perfectly? She's right. Do you remember the day Susa-san went to meet her father? She thought he would be at the time machine offline meeting.
We know that because we tailed her.
Daru-kun was supposed to be there too, right?
That man was seriously important to the history of Japanese sci-fi. This got to sneak in while telling Amaneshi.
I don't remember that. Must have happened because of the D-mail sent. It's the curse of reading Steiner. Looking at my memories from the previous world line, I don't require memories of the events on any new world lines.
Dad told me about that meet when I was little. I don't remember what he said exactly, but I thought I might be able to meet him there.
So, if I'd have been with me, everything would have been okay?
I don't know. I don't think I'd have picked you out as my dad.
Still, the evidence keeps piling up.
And then there's something. And then there's the time machine name, FG204 something. What was it? FG204 Second Edition, version 2.31.
That name makes sense. It's gotta be Daru.
And FG probably stands for Future Gadget.
So Susa's time machine is Future Gadget number 204?
Finally, his name, Battle Titor, has to be Daru-kun. Come to think of it, last night Mayuri asked how to say barrel in Japanese. Barrel is taru in Japanese, right, Kishan?
Kurisu nods.
Taru?
Taru? Daru?
It's a pun? Okay, Susa-san, say Hashira Itaru 10 times fast. Why? Just say it and find out. Hashitaru, 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 Titor. Just now, didn't it sound like Diter? It did. Hashitaru, 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 Hashitaru.
For reals?
For super reals.
Oh, Mayuri. I can't believe it. With all this evidence laid out in front of me, I can't deny it either. Everyone's jaw drops again. Only this time we're staring at Daru and Suzuha.
I think she looks just like her father. That could just be the placebo effect. But now that you mention it, they do look kind of like.
Nice work, Mayuri! You'll make a great detective one day!
A detective? That's the first time anyone said that.
She's such a ditz most of the time, but maybe she's more perceptive than anyone knows.
My daughter? Amane, is my daughter?
Darn wide-eyed points at Susan while flapping his lips like a fish out of water.
Dad?
Could you call me Papa instead?
For once in your life, don't be a perv. Dad!
Susan tries to hold back her tears but can't. They fall from her eyes and run out her cheeks. Oh, thank you, Mayuri. Seeing this, Dara stops her choking and lets her speak.
I came, Dad. I came to see you. In the time machine you built.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish what you started. I promise.
Yeah.
Watch over me, okay?
I'm watching. Of course I am.
Susan walks up to Dara and hugs him gently. Dara awkwardly but firmly hugs her back. Father and daughter were united across time. I'm truly glad we could bring them together.
But by the way, what's your other cute request petite girl with cute face and big boobs?
That's a secret.
When Susan finally steps away from Daru, she's smiling once again.
Well, that takes care of everything I wanted to do on this well line. Guess I should be going.
Oh, wait! You're going already? Don't you have more to say to your father? What am I doing? Susan's mind is set. I know that nothing I can say will convince her to stay. It's madness to even try. If she stays, Mayuri dies. I know that! So why am I trying to stop her?
No, I'm fine now. I'm getting 95100 just like I promised.
She looks at us with the face of a warrior.
I'll bring it to you here in Akihabara. That's my duty, and I'll see it through. The rest is up to you. Change the future. Please.
Nobody speaks. Nobody nods. We don't have the words. But she sees it in our faces. Resolve. Suza has entrusted us with her will and her mission. We will meet her gaze, each of us, and silently swear to protect them to the end. Future Suza came from is not the future we desire. In Suza's time, Dora and I fought to change it. This time, we'll make sure it never happens. Mayuri will live, Kurisu will be free. Suza will grow up knowing her father. We must change the future, that all these things may come to pass.
Well, see you in 35 years. Though, I guess it'll only be a few hours for you guys. Oh, I almost forgot. Time Machine gives off terrific ultraviolet rays when it jumps, so make sure not to look directly at it.
With that final warning, Suza boards the time machine. She waves once, and then the hatch closes behind her. Moments later, the machine comes to life. Oh, Jesus! Alright, yeah, bright! A shrill alarm starts ringing. There are no other sounds. It makes less noise than I'd expect. People on the street below start shouting and cheering at the satellite sun activity. They all look up and point. Phone vibrates. Quickly take it out and open it. Mail from Suzuha. Got mail. Thanks. Goodbye. When I failed to stop her on a previous world line, she sent me the exact same message before leaving. But this time, we're told it's a completely different meaning. I lift my eyes from the message to see the space around the time machine begin to warp. A cocoon of light appears and envelops the fuselage, whatever that means. I squint my eyes against the brilliance. Suzuha. We will never see her again. Not this Suzuha. Yes, we could seek her out in our time. I know that I'll make the effort. The next time we meet, an immense gulf of time will have divided us. No matter how hard we wish it were different, she will not be the girl we knew. All of a sudden, Dara takes a step into the light.
Suza! I'm sure we'll meet again! I'll do my best until then. I myself not knowing anything to say it, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best, I promise. So Suza, you do your best too!
This words probably can't reach her anymore. As light grows more intense, I raise my hand to shield my eyes. Bathed in radiant particles, the cocoon slowly unfurls. I Next thing I know, Suzu's time machine has vanished into thin air, leaving a hole the size of a dump truck in Radicon's wall. Air is thick with the smell of ozone, seems to pulse softly where the machine stood. We stand there for a while, staring silently at the empty spot while the summer breeze blows gently past, as if the wind were fate itself.